Yeah, now it is.
Hey guys, Rene here from Bargain Hunter Thrift Store, your favorite show on A&E, Storage Wars, and most importantly, Team Bargain Hunters. So I apologize in advance. I'm a little bit underneath the weather today, so my voice probably sounds even worse than normally. I know a lot of you guys make fun of my voice sometimes. I just had ear surgery, but we were going to start this new series, and we wanted to start it just because we got so much love and interaction from you guys lately. It's pretty amazing. Actually, our YouTube channel, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about hitting 10,000 viewers. Guess how 10,000 subscribers. Guess how many subscribers we have now, Tanya?
How many? 11,000.
13,907.
Wow.
So by the time this video uploads tomorrow, we should have surpassed 14,000. The last 28 people spent 2.8 million minutes watching our content, which is pretty crazy. Also, that's 507,000 views. And the revenue, I wish I could share it with you guys, but per YouTube policy, we're not allowed to talk about that. But even that's going up pretty good. Even though, compared to what we make on television shows like Storage Wars and Our Business, that's extremely minor. That's not why we do these videos. So this is going to be a new series called, we don't really do videos on Monday, so I figured, what can we do Monday just to do something different? We're going to film it Sunday. It's going to be mainly freestyle. There's going to be no editing, nothing fancy. And it's going to be Fan Into Action Monday. The Storage Wars Fan Into Action Monday with Team Bargain Hunters. So, and the reason we do that, we get so many messages, we want to answer some of them in video. We're going to address good messages. Mainly we're going to try to go with positive messages. And we're going to go with negative messages too, kind of correct people. I got one that I saved because I just thought it was so stupid. There's a couple people that wrote messages like that, so we're actually going to analyze that. And we're trying to educate. I'm trying to give you answers. Like, there's a lot of people on YouTube that just make ignorant, dumb comments, and they can't help it because they just kind of run in life. And they just can't get out of it. Like, there's a lady on Facebook, she put in one of the Storage Wars comments, Rene sucks, somebody's going to get him. I think her last name is Knowles or whatever. And, she's basically hoping that I get beat up or whatever. So I've been beat up many times in my life. I ain't afraid of that, God protects me. Jesus protects me. It is what it is, But the funny part is that person's talking so much trash. And then if you go to her website, it's really sad, actually. She looks like a broke-down older woman, which I don't want to judge, but she doesn't look happy. And then her second post is, I just want to be happy again.
Wait. What did somebody say? I'm sorry, because I was in the other room.
I just told you were sick. You can't come in.
I couldn't help but hear that. I'm not feeling well. Renee's sick now. He gave it to me.
Oh, yeah, playing the German. That's easy.
What did somebody say?
Oh, she was like talking. So like, as you see, this is all freestyle. She wasn't gonna be on camera. Well, she said like, I hope he gets beat down or whatever. But then if you go to her Facebook page,
we don't talk like that because like
it's okay.
that
it's
makes
just
me
worse.
mad and wants me to beat you down, but that's not what we do.
That's not Krishna. That's just
That's
internet
so
warriors.
nice.
But it's sad. So what I'm trying to say, those people that leave those weird comments are usually
Why would
people.
somebody say that and do that? Okay, get a life.
Oh wait, we have more comments. I got it really interesting. So what are we gonna do today? Like next time, I will have questions prepared a little bit better. But we just kind of want to do last minute since this is Monday. So I'm just going to go through some questions and answer them for you guys. And then we also... So this is going to be a fan interaction. If you guys leave good questions on our YouTube videos...
Yeah, ask really good questions. Because Rene wants to inform and, educate. He's, very passionate about educating people. And so am I. Hey, there's ways to make money. And we can teach you how to hustle because we got hustle.
Yeah, so, and then also, we're going to have other series where we answer direct Storage Wars questions about the business. You saw our eBay lesson, which we only did one so far. And the reason, the beginning of the year, if you follow our videos, which has been so busy, and those actually take a lot of production time. Also, we're going to upgrade our channel. We just ordered a Ronin camera kit, so we can start filming with the 5 Mark D, and it's going to be steady, so Tatiana won't have to concentrate. If you guys can see the picture right now, she's like, concentrate, trying to be steady.
My hands are hurting.
Okay, and then...
He's going to buy a harness, too. It, wraps around.
Yeah, I know.
That's for the 5D.
Yeah.
And then for the iPhone, we just ordered the new Osmo, too. So.
And we're going to get killer microphones. We're, super going to invest in this, guys. So we can give you guys the best quality...
better content, yeah.
Better content of Rene and I.
Okay, so here's some questions. This one just came in. Andrew Edwards asks, so why does someone give away $2.4 million for $50,000? Because they can't move it. It's crap. Well, it's a legal public auction. It's American auctioneers did it. You can research the whole thing. Sometimes businesses go away, and that $2.4 million is retail value. So my friends completed the sales of that stuff. I think they did one auction on ProxyBid. They got back $120,000, and then they took a lot of semi-truckloads down to San Diego. I think by the time they're said and done, cover all the costs, they're hoping to each make like $60,000. And if it's crap, that's just because you don't know what happens every year. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
That makes you think about the time when we bought the belts, remember? There was an auction years and years ago before we ever had our store.
That was a pain in the butt.
Oh my God, we should have bought the whole auction because
Well, we made a mistake here. Okay, so
Okay.
we made a human. That's a lesson too. So we bought a 24-foot truckload full of belts. Again, belts, different sizes, just like shoes. You got to find the right size, right style. We did good with them because we were paying like 10 to 20 cents a belt, and we were wholesale $2-3.
Yeah, but these were all the belts that were going to Macy's, JCPenney, Sears, like all the department stores, H&M.
You got nothing cooking, right?
I think I turned it on.
Don't burn down the house. So, but what we bought a few to belt buckles, which we were paying 20, 30 cents, and we could have bought like 100,000 belt buckles. Those were selling like crazy on eBay. So if I had to do it again, if you ever have a belt factory going out of business,
Hold on, did I turn off the stove?
buy
No,
the
it's
belt buckles.
burning.
I'm like, oh no, Casey's cooking again.
Yeah. Are you gonna sit down on it?
Yeah.
Come on, you're like 11 years old. You're like
It's hard.
I'm gonna weigh like 6 times as much as you do, Consent. What are you doing with the camera?
I'm trying to move this stuff so I can sit down.
You cannot stand for 10 minutes.
No.
You're not editing that out. This is like a total freestyle video.
Apologies.
The apologies, okay. So.
Okay. With a false alarm, I did turn off the stove.
Okay, so David S just wrote 27 minutes ago. Gotta spend money to make money. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Great, bye, bro. That's actually true. So in anything, rich people, I have a lot of really rich friends that I know.
Yeah, but we used to buy units for $10 and we had to work hard.
Yeah, but
We'd
what
buy
did
it
we
for
do
$10 and then we'd turn it into $300. But then we would like rotate it back in. We wouldn't go to the bar and get drunk. We would be like, okay, now we have $300. Let's try and buy another unit. And we like kept on rotating.
And
the
I see
wheel.
that a lot in the business. A lot of party people in this business. A lot of hardworking people. But there's a lot of people. Like I know a guy that made $50,000 in a $200 investment, and then he went on drugs. And then he was broke again. He's back buying $100, $200 units. The key in this business is to reinvest your money, just like any business.
Yeah, but I think that's true of life too. Like,
Should we start with the message that really annoyed me?
okay, what did this lady say? Yeah,
No,
'cause
that
made
lady,
me
that's stupid. I mean, that lady posts everything. That's just her
I'm like,
happiness
don't
in life.
say mean things to my husband.
Oh, I don't care.
This
It
is really
doesn't
interesting because I like reading like bad reviews on like Taco
matter.
Bell.
You like reading bad. Wait till you read this. I'm gonna break this down. And actually, I'm not gonna hate on this guy. Actually, I probably will hate, but I'm gonna correct him. Okay, I'm gonna give you the business perspective. So I banned it because
Yes.
the guy said a few more comments that were. Here, don't put your elbows in the comics. Just move to the comics.
Okay, I am. There we go.
So the guy wrote a few other bad things. So.
Why
but-
are you even giving attention to haters?
Because it's a business point of view. So.
Because what did Justin Timberlake say? Haters gonna hate. What?
No, that's Taylor Swift, mommy.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Haters
what's
are
the-
gonna hate us, okay?
Haters
But let
gonna
me read
hate,
this, okay? So, and I don't have the guy's name here because I get. Oh no, it's use a DX2929 on YouTube. Nothing personal, man. If you have to start a sentence out like that, you probably want to reconsider what you say anyway. But your prices are insane. You're a thrift store, not an eBay price store. Okay, eBay prices store. Well, he knows my company better than I do, but okay, we're going. It's cool. It's cool to see what you're getting out of this place, but my God, the prices. This sold for 8K in auctions, so that means that's what I get for it. Well, I'm not a loser. If somebody else sells it for 8K, guess what? That's what I want to sell for. If you have a defeatist attitude, like if you want to be the bottom feeder that hopes to get 2K, call me. I'll buy all your stuff.
What are you talking about? I don't get it.
I'll explain in a second.
Attention?
Also, let's be honest. You completely ripped off the owner of this house and the storage units. By your numbers, one room in this house is worth more than that. Okay. So we're going to go over it.
Yeah, because...
This is the only one that I booked, and that's actually the one that inspired me to do the video, too. So this new series is thanks to DX2929. Point number 1. I'm a retail business. We are pretty much top level as games. The reason we're successful, we have a thrift store where we can sell all the average stuff. We can sell $2 clothes and turn it into money. Throwing clothes away or just donating them somewhere is not going to make you money as a business sense. If anybody worked in the corporate world or anybody works in a business, you know that they check everything. The cost of fries, the cost of gas to get there, the cost of running the air conditioner at 80 or 77. They check everything. Same thing with this business. Every dollar matters. Number 2, you say I cannot get a price for something on eBay. If something goes on eBay like for $8,000, I have to sell it for $4,000 in order to be competitive. You're an idiot. I sell on eBay, I sell on Amazon. Actually, we don't have an Amazon store now, but we used to sell on Amazon. I sell stuff. Some of these comics probably will go to Heritage Auction House, which gets you top dollar because the richest people in the world are bidding on those comics. You sell everywhere. You say basically, because you sell on a swap meet or on a yard sale that you're going to take that $8,000 book and sell it for $4,000. If you really want to do that, call me. I'll buy everything. I'll spend $1 million with you. If you're willing to sell me $8,000 books for $5,000, I'm going to pay you $6,000. I'll buy everything you have and I'll spend up to $1 million, like instantly. And if you have better stuff, I can get more money than that. It'll just take me a little time. So that's a stupid comment. That's just a defeatist behavior that it doesn't even make sense. When you're in business and you're selling stuff, you have two responsibilities. Turn the stuff as fast as possible, because the longer you store it, the more it costs you, which is going to be my next thing in a minute, and get as much money as possible. Now, if you're broke and you only have $1,000 in your pocket and you just spend $900 on something and you can turn it the next day for $1,500 and it might take 3 months to get $2,000, different story. That's the aspect how you gain into business. And we used to be in that part of business. But we're at a point where God has blessed us enough, where we have enough money. I can invest $100,000, I can invest $200,000, and I cannot touch it for 2 years. It's not going to affect anything in my lifestyle. It's not going to hurt anything. And I can hold out to get the top dollar. Because if the money just sits in your bank account anyway, would you rather take $40,000 today or $52,000 in 7 months from now? I'd take the $52,000 because what's that? That's over 20% interest. I can't get that anywhere. So that's the difference. If you don't have any money, yes, sell it as fast as possible.
It's called getting the slow dime instead of the fast dollar.
Yes, and sometimes on certain items, if you don't want to deal with them, you get the fast dollar. Now you say I ripped off the people. You know nothing but a deal. Well, this guy, you can already tell the picture. You know, he has to, he's the kind of guy that comes in with the flip-flops and criticizes everything.
The man was 90 years old, and he was going to pay a company to
I already thought about this answer, because this is just typical people talking out of the ass that probably never accomplished nothing in their life. Now, you say I ripped off the people. You know who ripped off the people? It's the person that hoarded that. That person that hoarded it, yes, he loved all that stuff, but he put an extreme burden on the family. Those storage units have been in storage since 1989. I've been paying for them. The person died about 6 years ago. In November, it was 6 years, so we're almost looking at 7 years at this point. But we'll just go with the number with 6 years. When the other brother originally called me, he called us and we were just on vacation. It was one of his vacations. I'm not checking emails, nothing, because I know something will happen. And I didn't want to be bothered. I really wanted to be like a 3-week family vacation. We did like the whole Midwest, South Dakota, Wyoming, left all those places. If you watch from there, nice states.
And believe it or not, Idaho was the most beautiful part of the trip.
Idaho Falls was awesome.
I there?
I liked it all. I liked Cody, Wyoming. I liked everything.
Yeah.
I liked Deadwood. But anyway, so when I came back, he emailed us again. He was like getting upset. Like, hey, I emailed you guys 3 weeks ago. Still haven't heard nothing. If I don't hear from you guys the next 40 hours, I'm calling Goodwill because the rent is due again. The rent for those 2 units was $600 a month.
That's a lot of money when you add it up.
The brother died 6 years ago. And we're just going to go with the number from when he actually died, so 6 years ago. It was so hoarded that it's almost impossible to inventorize. And we have a big organization, and we are just starting, okay? It was so hoarded and so bad that they couldn't do anything. They just kept on paying that bill, $600 a month. So what is that, $7,200 a year? Times 6 years? 7 times 35, 42,000. Is that right?
Way too much.
Well, 7 times 6, I'm getting tired.
7 times 6 is 42.
7 times 6 is 42, right?
Sick.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, 70.
I'm sick too. I know somebody's going to make fun of my math right now, but it's okay.
What are you saying?
7,200 times 6. So that's 43,200.
So
the last 6 years, 43,200. Wow. That's what they paid out of cash pocket with the stuff in storage. That's just that. Now, the house, same thing. The brother's been dead for 6 years. So for 6 years, the house just been sitting there. And I always said, maybe we can do something. We got to figure the resources to do something. We're just going to keep it. Now, the proper thing would have been if the house would have been clean, the dad and the other brother could have rented out that house and rented to somebody and earned income.
Yeah, positive.
The house is like pretty much right in Burbank, which Burbank is a high rent district area. And I would assume that house would probably rent for about $4,000. It might be a little bit more, but we'll just go with $4,000. Okay, so 4,000 times 12, it's 48,000 times 6, that's $288,000.
Damn.
With that, so what are you looking at? About $330,000 that they spent just upkeeping this hoarder problem. Now I tell you what, if you come up with $333,000 plus another $50,000 from overhead, which is $370,000, I'll give you everything. I sold one comic for $30,000. We'll knock off that $30,000. So I'll just tell you what, I'll just take $320,000 cash. I'll give you everything. That's what the family lost. Now, eventually the second brother died, and I talked to the dad because I bought some stuff with him before. And he was telling me, that's it, he just had it. You know, the dad is in his 90s. They don't have the resources. Now, believe us, we didn't know what was in the house. We didn't know there was going to be a Flash #1. We didn't know it was a Batman #2. Yeah. When you go in the house, you saw a lot of rat poo. You saw DVDs. You saw some collectible figurines. But all that stuff was buried. We had 5 people working basically for 45 days. Just sorting it out. Thousands and thousands of books.
Digging and digging. I mean, and rat poo.
Plus me.
When the wall... Plus Tanyana, Plus, when the walls, they were literally all the way up to the walls, just stacked with books and just like mountains. Like we had a room that we probably worked a week and a half just trying to get from one wall to the next wall. Yeah. And that's not like, you know, some people make comments and saying like, oh, you handle it too rough. Yeah, because we have a time factor. If you want me to handle it the way you want me to handle it, we're looking at 1.5 to 2 years. So the dad was like, so I talked to the dad and he was like, no, that's it. The house is worth $500,000. We're going to sell it. He needs the money. He has his own money. And we're just going to pay somebody to throw it away. Because what are you going to do at 90? Go through it? There's no other family. And the dad also said most of the stuff in there is junk. And there was a lot of junk. 60-70% of the stuff was junk in there. We probably spend at least...
And it was a huge, overwhelming project. Problem.
We spend at least $30,000 in moving this stuff and going through it. Maybe more. I got to sit down. So you figure it out. 5 guys. You know, we paid hotel rooms. The thing was over 200 miles away from our home base. So, you know, just if we drove back and forth the same day, I would pay 5 guys 6 hours just driving time. Think about that. So, and a lot of times we ended up any hotel rooms in the Burbank area, which is not cheap.
They got paid. I didn't get paid.
Well,
I didn't get paid. Wait a minute.
You're the lucky lady that owns everything.
Oh yeah, I got to work for free.
So, and when we bought it, actually, to be honest, when I first looked at the deal, I knew it was going to be a good deal just because sheer quantity. But I was like, do I really want to work this hard? It was almost a toss-up of buying it and not buying it.
Yeah. Let's didn't buy it.
So we spent a month and a half right now. We sold 1 comic book, a high-end comic book. We just sent our first box to CGC, which is about 40-50 comics. There's a video coming later on that too when they come back. I expect them to... A lot of them are like walk through in 6 days, but we did the pressing service. So I expect everything back mid-April at the latest and that stuff. Now we have 4 10x20s that are packed from top to bottom, literally. And we haven't done nothing with it yet. So it's there's like so many more months and thousands of dollars of just going through that stuff. Now,
and they're packed not 1 story, but like 2 story. It's high, how high those are.
Yeah, if you don't have those resources, it's just not going to do it. Now, it's easy to say you didn't pay enough after looking at us. I bought houses before for 10, 15, 20 grand, where we literally work on it for 2 weeks and then we just walk away. We just cut our losses because it's so bad. When you buy these hoarder houses, you don't know what you get. Yes, there could be a Superman #1 in the back, but guess what? There could only be Superman #200s, and they're not worth anything. You don't make any money, and you work like a slave the whole time. I know guys that paid $3,000 for units because they were supposedly good, and then they threw everything away. You just seen our video where he spent $22,500 on the sports stuff, or $22,200. Check it out if you haven't seen it. That's the whole process life. People say I way overpaid. That's another comment. We get a lot of comments, you overpaid, you didn't do no good. You're thinking of it the wrong way. Yes, you tell me a 1989 Donruss box is only worth $10 a box. Maybe it is at a sports show. Maybe it is if I were to sell on eBay. But guess what? We sell those as impulse items on the counter at 99 cents a pack. And grandmas and grandpas and dads or people that bought cards in this time, they know most of those cards are not worth anything. But guess what? They can buy a 30-year-old baseball pack for 99 cents and they use it as stocking stuffers, or they buy it for little Timmy just as a gift, and they don't care about spending 99 cents, and they don't care if it's worth 99 cents or 33 cents. They just buy a $1 item and they give it to them. When I buy stuff for my daughter, I mean, I never really check. It's just, I buy it. It doesn't matter, you know? So you have to change your way of thinking. Yes, those items are not great items for sports collectors, and we did find sports collector stuff in there too, and we're actually going to film another video with Casey this week where we're going to go through it. And, but, so you have to think different. We have a retail store. I'm also going to make a video that answers the question with storage was how we always price stuff, because people always want to comment about pricing stuff. And so that's just a little preview. But remember, we live in California. I got like 7 million potential customers. A price in the city in the Midwest with 10,000 people is going to be very different. I do not sell on eBay. We do sell on eBay high-end items, but we can get money for the low stuff. And that's the key to the business. Get money in the low stuff, get money in the high stuff. So that guy says that we ripped him off. Obviously, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And if you think these things are such a guaranteed price, you know, come down. I'll hook you up with hoarder houses. Just be prepared to spend $20,000, $30,000 for cash without knowing what's in there. You cannot spend 1 week going through and deciding you just buy the house and that's it. And then just be prepared to spend that much at least on moving it and having it out in a timely fashion, and then pay rent on those units and then start working. Because it's a full-time job, we don't have IRAs, we don't get retirements, we have the stuff that we keep, the money that we put aside to stocks that we buy, cryptocurrency that we buy. That's our retirement. So there's a lot of risk with it. So when you say we rip somebody off or do something like that, you're just an idiot. You don't know about the numbers. All you're doing is talking out of your ass. Now, it'll be a different story if if the guy comes to me, hey, Rene, here's flash number 1, shows me the book, has the book in front of me, and says, what do you think it's worth? And I tell him I think it's worth $100. And I know exactly it's worth $30,000. That's ripping off, but that's not what happened. That's not how it goes. You bring me a flash number 1, $20,000 I'll pay tomorrow. I sold the last one for $30,000 in bad condition. I'll probably pay $25,000 if you have one. I'd like to have another one. So that's a different story. You have to factor the work, the time, the risk you take. And guess what? I've spent many times buying units and stuff like this where I work for 3 months and I don't make a single penny. And that sucks. That's no money for retirement. That's no money to put away. I probably even lose money. Can't even pay my rent and stuff. That's why you always have to have reserves. But this video is not as much about lessons. It's about answering questions. But that question really bugged me. And that guy was obviously really stupid. So DX2929.
I guess somebody's passionate.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, they say such stupid things, but they can't say it. If that hoarder really wanted done a favor for the family, they would have taken it 6 years ago, threw it all away, and they could have had $340,000 or $330,000 of extra income. And I would sell all this stuff right now for $330,000. But it's probably worth $500,000, maybe even $600,000. But you know how much more money, thousands of dollars, I'm going to spend on work and labor? So, Surf Blue, since I'm a new subscriber, I just subscribed today. Can I have the AFX track, please? Surf Blue, that stuff will eventually go on eBay. Thank you for subscribing. Here, one just came in, I haven't read yet.
Yeah, thanks for subscribing.
Did you ever find these CDs? Leslie West, Blues to Die For, Schenker Patterson Summit, The Endless Jam. That's funny. You can make cash on these. Those are all CDs that my dad's
Yeah, I
on.
know.
It's like
that sounds like your dad's CD.
That's funny. Who said that? It just says Al. Oh, Al Slavinsky. Yes, my dad has been all of those. And actually, most of those CDs, because they weren't super mainstream anymore, they were later on in their careers, they actually all bring good money on eBay. Boobs. Brian Selman says boobs. I mean, I don't know, Brian. If you really get that excited about somebody with boobs on YouTube, you need to get a life. With this guy around, you might as well stay home. He might let you have the trash units, but you ain't getting anything good. But the real work is selling the stuff. 23,000 plus 1,000 hours selling it. That is some tedious work. Mark Nichols. So that's referring to the $22,000 unit. Not true. Again, there's auctions every day in every cities. We barely go to auctions because we have so much stuff and we get so many private deals. And to be honest, I have enough merchandise to run my business probably 5. I could close down my stores.
Rene has too many storage units of his own full of killer merchandise.
So now if I'm at the auction and you're at the auction and there's something I really like, I'm going to bid high, but you still cannot bid me. You just got to go every day. And if you put the work in, you go every day, you will find something good. And yes, you're correct. There's a lot of work selling it. And like those sports units I bought, they would not be that great for eBay because a lot of the stuff is more like low-end stuff. But for our store, around Christmas time, that stuff is great. People love buying sports collectibles and stocking stuffers.
Yeah, but there wasn't just stocking stuff or stuff. There was good stuff that's just like...
There's all kinds of stuff, yeah. I mean, it's a great deal. I expect us on that stuff, I expect us to... double, maybe triple our money. That's going to take a year, but it's fine. I mean, we have the money, so I'd rather have that stuff than just having this money sitting in the bank, because the bank gives me less than 1%. On the Transform, the vintage Star Wars collection, you buying on Proxybit, stuff looks familiar. That did not come from Proxybit. That came from another storage buyer that bought the lock and wholesaled it to us. Line marks from Japan. Hey, guys, you guys keep on sending me personal phone numbers and stuff like this. I can respond to all that, and that's why we try to do these videos and do it. And I literally get 100 to 200 emails a day, and we try to respond to it. We try to be interactive with stuff. I can't ever, so don't be offended. Send us messages here if you want questions answered in the Fan Interaction Monday. That's what we're gonna call it. Storage Wars Fan Interaction Monday with Team Bargain Hunters.
Nice.
So we're gonna try to respond here to stuff. It's going to get a little bit nicer. We'll probably end up eventually going to set up a studio. Kenneth says, need to upload more. Yes, we got 124 videos right now, but we're starting to take this pretty serious because you guys are showing us a lot of love and the numbers are basically going through the roof. You should have gotten a production team and made this into a couple of feature-length episodes and sold it to Discovery Channel. We did offer that to Storage Wars, but that's not really what the show's about. And I cannot make a show for Discovery Channel right now because I'm on a contract with A&E. But we are working on doing something that's kind of going to be a team bargain hunters that follows around and just shows some other stuff. But that's in the future. We'll see what happens with that. That's still early stages.
Yeah, our future looks bright.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff you see on our YouTube channel. If you want to learn more about us, go to the YouTube channel. Surely you enjoy hearing the sound of your voice. 7 minutes plus. Till I got to see a single car out of the box. Had to turn you off. Well, here's my recommendation. The reason I talk a lot, because that's kind of why people come in. They watch the show, they watch the stuff, and what we have to say. If all you really want to see is rare Aurora racing cars, or Aurora Marnie Revell, I would recommend just go to eBay, type in Aurora, go highest first, start scrolling down. That's how I learned. You see a lot of cool stuff. If you don't like my voice, I highly suggest you unsubscribe to the channel.
You guys not know Renee's got the gift of gab.
I just, look.
Believe it or not, I talk a lot, but when I tell my friends that my husband talks more than I do, or that I'm the quiet one at home, they're all like, whoa.
I just say how it is. I mean, I say what's in my mind. Like I said, this whole video is freestyle. It's not going to be much editing. People just talk trash. And, like, I try to... Like, I'm obviously a guy, when you say something stupid and ignorant, I'm going to try to show you the logic of it. If you have creative comments, great, I'm going to talk about it. If you have real questions, I want to teach you because I feel like that's a great way of giving back. So, and if we can make a difference, and a lot of people actually emailed us when we did the video talking about just doing it. If I can make a difference in somebody's life just by encouraging them or answering questions, it's definitely worth it. Try and find Final Fantasy stuff, please. It doesn't work that way, but if I see it, trust me, I'll buy it. Hey, the timer's running, by the way, in the video, right?
No.
Yeah, right, stop playing around.
No, it's not.
Well, you going to boarding school. It's running. That would be so funny.
Where's the number?
It's on the right. It's a new video thing we're using.
Oh, I don't see any number.
Is it running? Quit playing around.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I don't see it.
It's because it's white, so I put it where the sun was, so then it like blurs it out.
Tricky.
Eric Wallace says, Rene, I spelled my name totally messed up, but okay. Your wife is banging, bro. I like to sing, so that's why I married her.
Okay.
First sell, then tell me your profit. Well, Joss, okay, so here's another thing. We look at stuff what stuff is worth, but it's like feeding a big machine. It doesn't matter when stuff sells. What's important to us is how much do we make a month. We have numbers that we try to hit on a monthly basis to hit those goals. That's what really matters.
All businesses are like that.
Yeah, and we have so much inventory, it just kind of gets mixed up. If you want to keep track of every little piece and do it, I probably have to hire 2 people that are experienced in this and pay them at least $100,000 a year each just to keep track. That doesn't make sense. I'd rather keep the $200,000. The videos I can show you what we do, and then you take it as it is. That was Wayne Gretzky you turned. Okay, I got a lot of crap for the $22,000 video because I picked up a picture of Wayne Gretzky, and I said I'm not sure who it is. I am not a big hockey fan. I'm sorry. I do know who Wayne Gretzky is. I would recognize his cars and his pictures. That was a pencil drawing. I didn't recognize it right away. I recognized it later, so I'm sorry. I'm not a big hockey fan.
Hey, grew up in Germany and then in Las Vegas. So.
Yeah, but Wayne Gretzky's like the Michael Jordan of hockey, I guess so. But I didn't recognize him. Big deal. I don't know everything.
Yeah, we live in San Diego.
But apparently got a bunch of Wayne Gretzky pencil art. Let me see. Can I get my 6 minutes back? Don't think you can, no. But thanks for watching anyway. And the same guy said, fat, disgusting man. Okay, Roger Wholesome. I don't know what to say to that. I mean... You look like you're in your 30s or 40s. Are you really that childish, that fat, disgusting man? That makes you feel happy? But that'd be stupid. We'll just pray for you. Maybe you learn how to get some class. Those Funko Pop figures that are signed are worth around $250 each. So I think he's talking about those Des Bryans. I don't know. I hope you're right. That's nice. I only saw one. I don't know if there's more in the video.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Casey's smoking. Yes, she is.
Hopefully
Amazing
not.
Fantasy, $15. Condition 1.1. 15 mint condition 1.1 million. Amazing Fantasy 15 after handling by Rene, $25. I'll give you $5. Stephen S. Well, I'll tell you what, Stephen S. Any Amazing Fantasy you find, I'll just give you $1,000 in case you pick some up for $5. But that's a really bad condition book, but I still expect to get somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. Private message me if there's any Pokemon stuff. Like I said, all that stuff is just in storage units right now. Shame about the centering of the Will Chamberlain basketball card from Classic Hero 7. Yes, it is. That house needs electrical water shut off. That ain't safe. Can't say that word. Next thing you know, the rat chews the wrong wires and the place goes up in flames. Yeah, see, that's another risk what they have with those hoarder houses. The first thing we do when we go in a hoarder house, we check gas, electricity, all that stuff, make sure it's safe. Now that we cleaned it out, they're probably going to pay somebody. I think they're going to actually have somebody demolition it. Somebody also made a comment saying they should have turned the hoarder house into a landmark and just let it sit there. Again, that property as it sits with little renovation can earn $4,000 a month. But you probably can build 2 or 3 apartments on that lot. It's a little bit bigger size lot, high area. So I don't think it's going to be a monument. Number 2, the city actually wanted to condemn it 6 years ago when the person died in there. They were pulling him out and he ended up dying at the hospital. For some reason, they didn't do it. Maybe it was a pity because they just had a loss of a family member and then it just kind of slips through the cracks. But if the city would have seen that house, it definitely would have been condemned. By the way, if we wouldn't have bought that deal, that stuff would be all in the landfill right now.
Landfill.
Yeah, unless somebody buys it from like 1-800-JUNK and they're smart enough to see and they just put it aside themselves. Where can you find the stuff for sale? So like I said, a lot of stuff we're working on right now. Best way to keep up is our Facebook pages, our YouTube videos. We're putting a whole bunch on in our store eventually. And then the high-end items will come with eBay and stuff like this.
Yeah, come on down and say hi. Come check out our store.
And also like as stuff comes in, we'll do videos here. And if you see some of the videos, you can shoot me a message. Okay, somebody wrote in the furniture unit. So in the future, I'm going to have questions more done. What are you doing?
I'm double jointed.
You're weird.
No, because I had my finger there for so long, so when I took it off, it was stuck, and it hurt really bad, and now I can do it.
So somebody commented at $2.4 million of furniture. I would probably call this furniture more trendy in nature for certain type of clientele. Probably someone with no style. Meaning I think you should definitely flip it quick, and I mean quick. I didn't buy it. My friends bought it. I didn't like the furniture. I didn't like the style.
Yeah, but if somebody makes it, somebody's willing to buy it.
Exactly.
It was going in store.
To be honest, the furniture was even uncomfortable. But that doesn't matter in business. Business is about making money. This is capitalist society. You know, if you can buy it for 5 and you sell it for 10, you sell it for 10. You know, that's it. So.
This is a 30-minute video.
Good. Jason B. wrote, Journey to Mystery 83 appears to be a gold record reprint. Unfortunately, still a great haul anyway. Congrats. Thanks, Jason B. And you're right, it is a reprint. I haven't researched it that much yet, but if it goes a halfway decent grade, it should be a $300-$400 book. Lucky man, beautiful wife, I think so. G.I. Joe is cool. I like G.I. Joe. How much for the Adventure comics at the end? Sorry. Again, just wait till this come back rated. Captain America.
Are you having them all graded and pressed, or only particular ones pressed?
The high-end stuff we had pressed. Some of the other stuff we still have to look. I haven't decided yet. But some of it we'll just have graded. So pressing kind of doubles the price in cost, what it costs us. Do I know anything about the Hoarder? Yeah, I know everything about him. But, give family privacy. The guys you hire as a total Pranos is how annoying. Why? They're smart. They like their jobs. And they're not Prano. Trust me, I have plenty of arguments with my workers. But if you work for somebody, the least you can do is respect. Don't be one of those employees that goes to work and all you do is complain about your company and about your bosses and stuff like this and then go cash the checks. Because that makes you hypocrite. Because if I don't like working somewhere, I just quit. So have some self-respect.
Yeah, that was a good comment.
You can? We're almost done. Hold on. I'm just finding...
Bad ones?
Huh?
Bad ones?
No, not really. I'd rather keep it positive.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see more than a question that can answer.
Do you want this video to be a positive negative video?
Huh?
Do you want this video to be a positive negative video? I made up that word. Now everyone talks like that at school. Saying they're positive negative.
Okay, Ian Phoebe, because our videos always should be more on the positive side, so... Cool. Actually, we have some cool videos coming up. We got a video coming up this week where we do a behind the scenes when we go to Storage Wars interview. I got some more Hoarder videos coming. We're probably going to shoot one with Casey when we go through the sports unit, depending on how we feel. There's some cool stuff coming. So we have this. We might start the series where we answer Storage Wars question. One of the big ones is Dave really a jerk? So we're going to answer that question. And you guys probably be surprised by our answer. We're also going to talk about how do we price items, what does it take, just things like that, stuff you can get a good education. Here, Ian was asking a good question. I would love to see the kind of recap later on. I know you can detail everything, but what were the best finds, your favorite items? Do you have any ideas how about the hoarding started? Did they have to close the store and store it in the home? So he did have a store, and I think that he just kept on buying, just kind of the thing of buying. And there will be a recap. Not necessarily a recap. I might do a final video, but there's going to be videos as we go through some record collections. There's a huge record collection there. We'll just keep on showing videos as stuff comes back from grading.
1,000 killer records.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we'll be working at this deal in like 2-3 years from now. There's just so much stuff.
That long? Love just keeps on going.
Yes, the house is all cleaned out by now. I mean, we only left stuff behind that we don't want anymore. So anyway, but like Tatiana said, this video is already 30 minutes. So this is a new series we're doing. So if you have questions, so add on the comments saying, this is for Fan Interaction Monday. Ask a question, you know, if it's a serious question. If you want to ask how big Casey's boobs are, or why is she with a fat guy, or if I need speech therapy, probably not going to answer that because that's stupid. And you're a smarter person than that. You have an opportunity where you interact with some people. We don't consider us as celebrities or famous at all. Trust us.
Yeah, we're just regular people.
We're regular people. We just happen to be in television. So you have an opportunity to interact. Most people don't do that, and it's usually because of the ignorant people. But we still got to do it. We'll put up with the ignorant people. But if you're one of the smart people, if you have a question, if you want to learn something, or if you really have an interest in something, or if you just have positive feedback, we appreciate it. Leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, share our videos, subscribe. We're going to start doing it. And so there's a whole bunch of new series coming. Eventually, we're going to shoot for this channel to get a video a day. So it's going to be a lot of work, but some of it is just going to be chatting, interaction, answering questions, spreading some knowledge. Other stuff we'll just be sharing our adventures. So, you know, give us some feedback. I'm sick right now. I can't even think straight. So, thanks for watching. Hit us with a subscribe. Thumbs up is always good. Share is even better. You want a thumbs up?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Anything that's not a commercial?
I know. Take your vitamins because people might get you sick.
Yeah, I'm going to go play poker right now.
I know. I'm like, I don't think you should go play poker. You're going to get everybody else sick. But
No,
that's where he got sick from the first
They
one.
already text messaged me. 3 out of 4 people are already sick over there that I talked to, so it's fine.
I should go then too and be like, you
No.
guys got me sick.
Yeah, you should.
I'm going to bundle up. But hey, this week on Storage Wars, make sure to watch. I don't know if we're in a 9 o'clock episode or 9:30 episodes. It's one of our last episodes for a long time. We're probably going to film some more, it looks like. But
Yeah, so please don't forget to watch.
it's going to be a really exciting one. We spent a lot of money. Oh, so this is another video we got releasing on Wednesday. So this episode, we're going to spend a lot of money. Several $1,000s. It's going to be a great episode. You make sure you want to tune in on A&E. It starts at 9 o'clock.
Is that the one where I'm on it?
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of money.
Yeah. We'll spend between, our show's either 9 or 9:30, but watch them both. They're good. It's on A&E. But on that same auction, we bought another unit for $300, which I didn't want to buy in case
I
he bought.
bought it.
And it turns into a home run. So Wednesday morning, we're releasing that video. You definitely want to watch
Yeah,
that.
so we can teach the rookies here how to make money.
Yeah, that'll be today.
Yeah, he didn't think there was going to be any value in it.
Hey, I don't know if I showed this. Should we show a little bonus item? You know what? In Fan Interaction. I don't know if I showed these in any videos. I think I put posters. But check this out. Superman of America Club. Can you see in the video?
The reflection of the
See, just
windows.
bend the camera a little bit, see if you can see it. What was that?
That's my voice. Sometimes when I'm stressed out. Okay.
You're stressed out?
It's
Yes.
tough to be a kid.
Yes,
This is the Superman secret code in the club, the button. And I think this is like early 30s. So this is really cool. I think this is worth at least $1,000, but we'll see.
Wow.
I might keep it because I think it's cool. I'm not really a big action hero guy, but I kind of like it. And then some of you guys seen this on Facebook. Monkey's Record.
Oh,
With-
yeah. Oh, and it's signed
Sign, yep.
by 2 artists, it looks like.
No, it's 1, 2,
Oh, I
3.
didn't see that.
3 out of the 4 monkeys.
Oh, that's super cool.
I think that's David Jones right here. I think that's the important one. So that's cool too. That's been saying. A lot of people have been emailing us on that. I think it's probably worth a few $100s. There's also a concert ticket that doesn't look like it's been used. Welcome to Universal City. I think the ticket is newer. 96 June 17th, so the ticket is not that old. But the record's in there, which is pretty cool. And then, I showed you guys some of this stuff. Space Cadet. I love comics like that. Anyway, that's it. That was bonus scenes. So make sure to tune in. Make sure to subscribe. Let us know how you like the channel. Let us know what direction you want the channel to go to. It's just exploding right now. The views and subscribers we're getting is pretty unbelievable. And the most part while we're doing that is just a thank you to you guys.
Yeah, because it's super exciting. We really appreciate the love.
Yeah, it's cool. And you know, like I said, we do get a lot of haters. That's just part of being out there. No matter what you do, you're going to get it. But 90% of the people are positive and they seem to appreciate it and they like learning and they just like sharing our adventures. Because at the end of the day, we do live a pretty crazy life. People don't live like us. People ask me all the time,
it's not crazy. I think it's more exciting because you never know what tomorrow's going to hold.
Yeah, people ask us all the time, why weren't you guys on season 1 of Storage Wars? You know, Dan really wanted us to get on there and he wanted us to meet producers and stuff. And to be honest, that was probably my biggest mistake ever because...
Yeah, because Renee's like, America's not going to want to watch this.
Nobody's going to watch it. It's boring. It's because... But I was thinking this is what we do every day. It's so normal. And I wasn't thinking of a person that has a 9 to 5. And that's the same thing pretty much every day. So to them, it's super exciting because it's modern day treasure hunting. And then we finally came on season 4. But yeah, I was definitely wrong because I said nobody's going to watch Storage Wars. And they just filmed episode 256.
Crazy.
And
256.
And A&E just ordered 12 more episodes. So.
And it just keeps on going.
Yeah. We came on at episode 88 and the producer at the time, Jeff Bumgarner, he's still the executive producer and he's like high up in original productions now, but I think he's still the biggest, highest guy in Storage Wars in the production team also. He told us like, hey, I'm glad you guys are on board now, but it's probably going to be the last season. We have like 12 more episodes. We'll have you guys doing 6 out of 12, you know? So that was...
A long time ago.
156 plus 12, 100.
Like 5 years ago.
100. Watch out, your elbows on the comic.
It's okay. I give somebody the opportunity. Look how Renee's treating his comics. That was 168 episodes ago, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down. And also by the reception we're getting on YouTube, people seem to love it, you know? So it's awesome. Thank you, guys. We got to cut it off now because I can talk for hours.
Yeah.
And my arms are hurting, so.
Okay, head off.
Bye.